today, I still haven't posted on Blue Sky that I'm live. But today, we're gonna be on ChaosCraft SMP. And yeah, we're gonna just like start out for some resources and stuff for like a little build I'm doing. Cause the other day I was playing on the SMP with Tombray, and he gave me some armadillos. See, I've been starting out like a little place for them. So yeah, so that just you know, they kind of shed their things, they shed their scoots or whatever the fuck they're called, right? And I wanted a place where, like, you know, they wouldn't just have like scoots everywhere. So yeah, and I only just realized after I put in all the hoppers, is that normal hoppers don't. I put in a bunch of hoppers, right? I've started building their like little habitat and stuff, and have a hopper system to put all their scoots in like a chest. I don't know if they're called scoots now. I'm gonna keep calling them scoots. Put their scoots in the chest, right? I only just realized that normal hoppers can't bring items through moss. They can't pick up items through moss. I can hear Minecraft. Yes, I have it. I still have it. I keep getting to mute the games before stream. So yeah, that's what you can hear. You can just hear the happy gas. So yeah, and also I'm my fan on. So if you hear any weird noises, it's probably my fan. Because this fan is old as shit. It's been here for fucking ages. So yeah. But I realised that it's only hopper minecarts that can like take through, like, that can bring through stuff through like moss and stuff, I think. So yeah, so that's it. I can't be bothered. Like, I can't be bothered like making a hopper minecart and then popping down like all the rails and stuff just so I can put down moss to make it like look like decently nice. I put down mud, which I don't think it doesn't look that bad. I would prefer moss, but like it doesn't go through. Obviously hoppers don't pick up through, like, they don't pick up through like a carpet on top of like blocks like mud, and they don't pick up through full blocks either, which is such a shame. Really. But yeah. Anyways, how you guys doing? I'm gonna get into the Ace Attorney though before we, you know, get into playing on ChaosCraft. So yeah, let me go out the Ace Attorney though quickly. There we go. And it has been so fucking warm in the UK, oh my god. And it's probably gonna get warmer. So if I complain about the heat again tomorrow, then don't complain about me complaining, because first of all, us Brits love to complain, and second of all, we are not built for this shit. So yeah, anyways, Ace Attorney time. Guess. Okay, guess a character in Ace Attorney main series. I always start off with Phoenix. Someone that was introduced in the first time even. I'm gonna go with Cindy Stone. Deceased female, older than Cindy's only like similar age to, I was gonna say she must be around a similar age to Cindy and Phoenix, because she's dating Larry in the first turnabout. And then reddish brown, so brown hair. Okay, let's go with Mia. Okay, yeah, it's Mia. Okay, investigations, because I was thinking, how many other characters are Mia? Easy, yeah. I was thinking, what other like brunette women are in the first turnaround, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be Mia. So yeah. Okay, investigations duology. Start with Miles. Alive. And welcome on in, Kangov. Hello. We're just doing the Ace Attorney though at the moment, and then we're gonna get into a bit of Minecraft. So yeah, how you doing? Okay, got Miles alive. Dark grey is yellow, so I'm gonna say it's probably someone that has like grey hair, or like someone that has grey hair. and then someone that was introduced in the first game, but after talking about sisters. So yeah, and yes, hello, kind girl. How you doing? It's not a male character, so I'm gonna go with Wendy Oldbag. A live female, doesn't have grey hair, so it's probably someone that has grey like streaks or like light grey hair. Good toasty warm now. It is fucking boiling. It is so warm. Oh my god. And you're probably glad. To be fair, you're probably glad to have like a bit of warmth after all like the snow and stuff you guys have been having. Yeah, it's just been absolutely boiling over here. But I'm glad you're good though. I'm glad you're doing alright. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to think of characters that like appear in Cinema Samurai, but also appear in the investigations duology. We do have snow into May. Jesus Christ, the warmth is nice. I'm jealous you had so much snow. I'm gonna be so honest. We didn't have any snow, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we've had any snow. Like, at least in the north. At least in the north of England, we haven't had like a lot of snow at all. I don't think we've had any snow at all, actually. So yeah, I'm so jealous. I am so jealous because I remember when I was younger, when I was in primary school, we used to have like so much snow, and sometimes we would have. I think sometimes we would even have snow days, but we just barely get any anymore. But you know, global warming and climate change, that's gonna do it for you. So yeah. The only other character that I can think of, well, the only female character that I can think of that also appears in investigations is Penny. Oh, it was dark hair that I need to focus on, not grey hair. Okay, I was about to say what the fuck, but yes, dark hair. That was like the yellow bit. That's dark was the reason it was yellow and not grey. We're always messing up. Yeah, exactly. Listen us up in opposite ways. Yeah, you're getting more snow. I'm getting like barely any. I think over the past few years, like before this year, moving on to Grace Tony, by the way. Before like this year, right? We used to get like a little bit of snow for the past few years. We used to get a little bit of snow, but a lot of snow would come in like January, February, March time, and like would have no snow during like the end of the year, but then suddenly have a bunch of snow in like January, February, March for like a week, and then had no snow ever again, which is sucks. And then this year we've had none. So yeah, yeah, that's the reason. I don't know if you can hear it. I have my fan on full blast. Oh man, I've had it on for the past like few hours since I got home, and yeah, it's so nice. But man, I wish that British houses weren't built to keep the heat in, and were actually built. Or like, I wish like British houses, like I wish British houses were actually built with aircon. Because literally, my sister's house is a new build, right? It literally only got finished building like the other year, like literally last year, I think. And then she moved out last March, right? Like that house does not have aircon in it. I mean, I doubt that house does not have any aircon at all. And thank you, MXL1, for the raid. Hello. Thank you for the raid. We were just yapping about climate change and the weather while doing the Easter Tornado, and then I'm going to get into some Minecraft in a minute. Are you a Lego piece, if I may ask? Yes, I am. That's to prove it. I have a redemption where I just make myself bold. So yeah, if any of you guys are new here, and if you have just come in from MX's raid, hello. I'm gonna switch over to this screen quickly. Hello. My name is Poppy Nutella. I mostly play a bunch of like cozy games and like horror games, mostly psychological horror. I play games like Minecraft, Stardew Valley, the Rusty Lake games. I love Rusty Lake. One of my favourite games I've actually streamed on this channel is Thank Goodness You're Here, which I streamed last year. So yes, yeah. But yeah, I stream all of those games, and recently I started doing the Ace Attorney though, which is just Wordle, but Ace Attorney theme. So yeah, we're just in the middle of doing that at the moment, and then we'll do, get into some Minecraft. So yeah, but yeah, how you doing? How you doing, MX? How you doing? Played some horror games and a little Minecraft. Ooh, what horror games do you play? What horror games do you generally play? Like what type of, like survival horror, action horror, like psychological horror? I'm a big fan of psychological horror, and last night I was actually thinking about. You love any horror games? Fair. What are like kind of are you like on a specific series of horror games at the moment? Don't Take the Cat Home. I don't think I've heard of that. Let me look it up on my phone. I've never heard of that. Don't Take the Cat Home. Let me see. This is so cute. Let me see. What do you generally? Let me see. Short game, like a visual novel, kind of. First time playing novel. Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, it's kind of. I'm looking for it now. It's like a visual novel. It's kind of. It's multiple endings, so I'm kind of guessing the gameplay loop is kind of similar to Slay the Princess, if you have heard of that. Yeah, it kind of like slightly reminds me of, like the gameplay loop kind of reminds me of Slay the Princess. So yeah, this kind of reminds me of Slay the Princess. Yeah, I was actually thinking of, in my head, I was thinking of like the different types of psychological horror games last night. And I was thinking, in my head, I've started calling, you know the type of games, it's a very specific genre of horror game, of psychological horror games, where, you know, you look through like a missing person's like computer. In my head, I've started calling them cyber psychological horror games, because in my head I think I'm just too obsessed with cyber psychology, which, if you don't know, is just basically how people interact and behave like around and on like technology and like the internet and stuff like that. I had a cyber psychological module for like my last semester of uni. I've just finished my bachelor's. I have my graduation next month. So yeah, I love cyberpsych, and you know, I highly recommend playing the Lily's World demo. Lily's World XD is such a good demo. I really enjoyed it, and I think I found like a favorite like new little genre of horror games. I don't know why. I think it's just like I'm nosy. I think it's a really cool concept for like horror games, and like it like I love it, just investigating. I just love investigation kind of type of games where you have to solve like little puzzles and stuff. It's why I love Ace Attorney so much. So yeah, I also played Ace Attorney, but I also love visual novels. I played Ace Attorney for a while. I've 100%ed all the collections that are on Steam. So yeah. And thank you again for the raid, by the way. Thank you again for the raid. Yeah, what were you up to in Minecraft? What were you up to in Minecraft? I need to actually do this Ace Attorney though. I'm trying to think of actual female characters in Great Ace Attorney while also trying to yap. Venus. Okay, before. How is her birthday unknown? This is what I was ranting about the other time I was playing this. Why are all like these characters' birthdays unknown when realistically the majority of them, probably other than like what's the name? I don't know, sir. Yeah, I don't know, sir. Probably was born like probably could be like unknown birth year, because he's literally a baby, and we don't know what year Great Ace Attorney takes place in specifically. So that could be an unknown birth year. We don't know whether, because it takes place, like Great Ace Attorney takes place like end of the 19th century, start of the 20th century, right around that time. So we don't know some specific birth year, but like a lot of like the teenage and like adult characters like could say like, oh, 19th century, you know. No one has a specific birth year. So yeah, Ace Attorney either takes place in a real place, or it takes place in a real year. There's no in between. So yeah, I think they mentioned Germany a few times in Ace Attorney, but like obviously we don't actually play in Germany. Just quite a few of the characters are from like studied in Germany. Franziska did. Like a lot of them will just mention Europe. Franziska, I think, studied in Germany. Clavier speaks a bit of German, so I assume he also studied there. I can't remember if that was specifically meant that he studied in Germany. But also, I assume also by extension, Christoph also was in Germany for a while. And then Emma lived in Europe for a while after Rise from the Ashes. So, yeah. Okay. There's another female character that I can think of. I'm gonna go with Corny. Turn a great departed soul, so I'm gonna go with Maria. Occupation wax. Oh, it's Esmeralda. Yeah, Esmeralda spells. Okay. Silhouette time. The Great Ace Attorney. This one is Sashiro Jigoku. That's it. Yeah, that's Sashiro. And then investigations. This is Jacques Portsman. I feel like we've gotten Jacques like a lot recently, right? I feel like Jacques has popped up quite a lot for like the silhouettes and guess the character ones, especially. Right? I feel like he's come up quite a bit recently in the Ace Attorney though. And then the Ace Attorney main series. Oh, this is Regina's tiger, but I can never remember what the tiger is called. What's the tiger called? I don't. This is the problem. I know the character. I know who the character is. It's not Leon. I just don't remember the character's names. Is it the character? I did not mean to click politician then. Not Leon. Who is it? Who is this character? What is this character's name? What is this bleeding tiger's name? Region. It's Region, isn't it? It's Region. Yeah, it's Region. I completely forgot. I love how as well, like with the animals, half of them are like kind of realistic, such as Region and Leon, and then half of them are just fucking cartoonish. Like for example, Missile, I can't remember the penguin's name, but the penguin from Reclaim, Arla and Aura, like half the time they're kind of realistic, like you see Region is here, but then half the time they're in the normal like cartoony Ace Attorney style. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Ace Attorney main series is, I guess, the character based on the quotes. There's no Trio or Ben. There's only one Benjamin Woodman. Ben. Mo. Phoenix. Case and I know what case is it. It's Big Top. Regina? No, it wouldn't be Russell. No, Miles wasn't in this case. Francisca. I literally have a meme sticker. That's the Ace Attorney meme of like Edward saying, "You're not a clown. You're the entire circus." Miles never says this. It's literally just a meme, like kind of like, oh, what if he was in Big Top? You know. There's no true lot of Ben. There is only one Benjamin Woodman. Is it Max? It is Max. Okay. So yeah. I feel like that line just like, yeah. That line will forever prove that Ben is, I don't know why I'm laughing, but like that will forever prove that Ben is a nonce. Even though it's coming from the words, it's the words from the mouth of another nonce. I hate Big Top. I hate Big Top because of the nonsense. Because of the pedos in that case. There are way too many pedophiles in Ace Attorney. There's Max, there's Ben, there's whatever the fuck, Bat, Acro's brother, and then there was whatever his name, that guy. Oh, he was the suspect in, I think it was Beginnings. What's his name? Terry Fowles. Oh, that guy. And also, Phoenix says some, even though I do love Phoenix, he says some weird ass shit in Big Top. Right? I think I remember him saying some weird ass shit in Big Top. He says, what does he say now? Let me see. Phoenix. Right. Quotes. Turnabout. Big Top. Transcript. The wiki is the transcript. Let me see. And also the judge. I remember the judge saying some fucked up shit. I don't remember what that was. Can I be bothered to look through the entire transcript though of the investigation? I could just find on page and then find every single quote that Phoenix said. Phoenix. Jesus. Let's see. Let's just see. It was something like he said in his head, and this is. Let's see. Okay, I'm only halfway through transcript 1. This is from the first investigation. It might not even be right. It might be like the investigation that's in the like second investigation that was in between the trial. So yeah. Jesus, how long is this transcript? Okay. I can't remember looking for it, I'm gonna be so honest. Yeah, I remember him being like, him saying some weird ass shit. So, yeah. Big Top is just, I hate Big Top. I hate talking about Big Top. Because, right, 3 characters want to either date or marry, 3 adult characters either want to marry or date Regina, who is, at the time, like 16 years old. In Investigation, she's like 17 or 18, but in Big Top, she's like 16, which is just, yeah. I remember Bat being 22, and Max was like mid-20s. Ben was like 30, and then Phoenix at the time was like also mid-20s. That's just weird. That's just weird as shit. Okay, so yeah. I told you to stop being mean to Gummy. Who would say that? Was Pearl? Pearl was not in Investigations, I remember. Francisco wouldn't say this. Would Kay say this? Yes, it was Kay. I remember. I imagine Kay, like young baby Kay, saying this. Anyways, you have to believe me. I'm not a real culprit. I'm gonna say Saseki. No, Ryunosuke. It was Ryunosuke because he, in literally the first case, we literally just did that one. In literally the first case, what is it called? The Adventure of the Great Departure. I remember he was like the not the culprit, but like the main suspect on trial, and he decided to defend himself. So, yeah, okay. Evidence for Great Ace Attorney. Like I said, I am very bad at remembering this. So yeah. Medical report card. I want to say this is Clouded Kokoro. Crime scene photograph. That is at the restaurant, so that is Great Departure. Okay. Anytime there's anything restaurant related, you best believe I'm guessing Great Departure. So yeah. Ticket stub. Ooh. Ooh. I want to say airlines? No. Okay, that's Rosie Ringer. So that would be Forsaken. Yeah, Forsaken. Hey Doctora! Hello. Hello. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. We're just doing the Ace Attorney duel first before we get into some Minecraft. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good today. It is so fucking boiling though. It's so fucking warm in my room at the moment. But yeah, how are you doing, Noctra? How are you doing? And we've got Ace Attorney main series. Letter of Resignation. This is either wait a minute. What? I want to say this is stolen or Big Top, but what is the second case of? Is stolen the second case of Justice for Art? I'm gonna go with stolen. No. Okay, this must be Rise then. Yeah, this is Rise from the Ashes. I was thinking, did they carry over? Like, did they have the? I can't remember. I was like, oh, did Phoenix discover the Edgeworth's like, kind of like Edgeworth's I was thinking that this was that the letter of resignation was like the thing the letter thing that was like, oh, Miles Edgeworth has like accepted death or something like that. But this might be a different one. I don't remember from Rise. And we only achievement hunted in that. Got the last achievement in that like a few weeks ago. So yeah, I'm doing great. I haven't played Minecraft in forever. Oh, I love Minecraft. I play it decently often, like a couple of times, quite a few times a week. But it feels like I'm barely on this SMP. I'm gonna be so honest. So yeah. These are the armadillos that Tarbury bought me. We love Tarbury for that. I have so many like scoots now. Oh my god, I could give like every single one of my dogs like some armor, but I never put my dogs out anywhere. I literally only gave like one of my dogs armor for like the achievement. Let me find it. Where is it? That one. Fully repaired wolf armor using armadillo scoots. Never move out wolf armor from wolf using sheds. I only did it for the achievement. Well, advancement, but I keep calling them achievements because they used to be called achievements. They used to be called achievements, and can you stop pooping out eggs everywhere? I have too many eggs. But literally, I only did it for the achievement. Yeah, they literally used to be called achievements. And then like a few years ago, like how many years ago was it? It was a little while ago, they changed it to advancements and then changed the entire... And why do you guys keep pooping out scoots? Manifold scoots, yeah. Why do you guys keep pooping out scoots? I have to put them in my thing. Yeah, I feel like I'm not on this SMP as often as I'd like. Probably 2 to 3 times a week. It's probably because I'm lazy and I can't often be bothered to like fully sort out my own mod pack. I haven't even like since we updated. I haven't even re-downloaded Optifine, which is so stupid because I don't even play with that many mods. I play with Minimap. But I view that is I think that might be I think I might have added that later on. But I put that in a bit later on, I think. Free cam, minimap, and then boat item view. I don't go in boats that I don't go in boats that often, but it's so useful. Because never played normal Minecraft. I only I can build one. To be fair, all of it's guessing you ever played survival. I'm guessing you only play like creative mode. We love creative mode. For years, I only played creative mode. I think it's only been since I started streaming that I've been like playing like a bit more like survival and stuff. So yeah, I need to go over here because this is the build that I'm getting resources like for. So yeah, this is, let me show you kind of how I've got it set out. So I've got all the hoppers here, and then I have it like kind of loop around to this one singular chest. I haven't put the armadillos in here yet, so there's nothing in there. But yeah, I decided to use acacia because I was like, oh, armadillos spawn in like savannas, so it makes sense to use like their like natural wood type. I don't really like how it matches up with this build over here. You know, our little axolotl area. Not our axolotls. There's some down here. And then that was just stuck down there. Yes, Creative Home, your world is so interesting. Why, thank you. We've just been playing on this world for God, it's probably been about since about November 2024, I think. So yeah, we've been playing on this world for quite a while, so I've had a chance to have a lot of time to have a bunch of like builds and stuff. So yeah, I don't fully like how it kind of like I don't know how I feel about these two builds being next to each other, but like who cares? With this, I'll show you my little area actually. This like area over here, this like. So, okay, I'll just explain. I'll just show you. This, like, area over here, including the sandcastle that's over there. But like, this whole middle section over here of, like, our area is what I would class as, like, my area. Over here, we've got, like, the birch forest over here. Well, I keep, like, taking down these trees over here. I keep taking down these trees over here just to get, like, wood and stuff. Just get like oak wood and birch wood and stuff, but I always replant them, and like I guess anyone else can chop them down because it's like the nearest like oak and birch wood and stuff. And then if we go over to here, right, this is where I get a bunch of like grass and dirt and stuff. Over here is gem space over here, and then I don't know when the last time she was on here actually. I know she's been quite busy with like college and stuff, so yeah. And over here is my farm. My iron farm has actually stopped working, so I've just been doing a bit of like mining and using Townbury's iron farm. So yeah, and then there's my wheat farm. I followed a tutorial made by Jumper on YouTube. So yeah, and then I think Townbury's gonna put beacons here. So yeah, my little farming area is like the least intricate part of the world. I'm gonna be so honest, but it's fine. And over here, this is my glow squid, like glowing farm. So yeah, this bit underground. This was forest. Yeah, that's the farm over here. It's a very similar design to like a regular ink farm. I don't go down there as often as I used to. I think on the last SMP I was on Swick Season 2, I realised, oh, I probably need like some sort of glow squid ink farm, because I wanted to like for my storage system, I wanted to have like every single thing, every single I don't think I put a sign on this one actually, but I do have a playlist actually. I don't think I put a sign on this one, but I think yeah, I don't have a sign saying who made this one, but I do have a playlist on my YouTube that's just all the tutorials I've used. What was I saying? But I realized on the last SMP I was on that I wanted to like have glow ink on all the things I created, like all my storage room, all the signs in my storage room. So yeah, that's a wrong sugar box. Yeah, we've just been on this world for a while, so we just had the chance to like build this out. Nope, wrong sugar box. Where's my bed? There, I wanted my bed. That's what I wanted, not more fireworks. I had to think about what I wanted to get out then. Yeah, we just had a lot of chances to, yes, I was gonna reread what you said then. Yeah, we just had a lot of chances to like make a lot of builds and stuff, because we've had this world for like a good like almost 2 years at this point. So yeah, honestly, I'm lazy. I wish I should probably redo this, because I don't think this looks good. I don't think the rest of the lighthouse looks fine, but like this bit here I don't think looks good. And yeah, this bit here was made by Ramble. So yeah, and yeah, this mushroom island, I made it. I love this one. I've got a little underground area here. I don't know what else to put in it, I'm gonna be so honest, but yeah, this is just it. I don't know what else to put in like this little area, because I've got like this bit here, which is just like empty bookshelves, and then we updated, and so we got like the shelves, and then I added in like a huge dining table here, like a meeting table, and then I just added in like random stuff. I don't know why I put dirt there. I don't know why I put dirt there, to be so honest. So yeah, my builds never looked like that. Honestly, I just practice. I tend to watch a lot of building YouTubers and take like I tend to watch a lot of like Hermitcraft and take a little bit of inspiration from them. But honestly, I feel like with building, you just have to like don't overthink it too much, because I feel like whenever I overthink it, then it just ends up looking worse than like what I envisioned it. So yeah, this is also one of my favorite builds. You can't probably see it because of the trees, but it's my little bee house. Yeah, it's my little bee house. I think this is one of the first builds I made on this server, other than my base, which is down underground, because I couldn't be bothered building an exterior for it. And I still think it looks good, because then it gives me the chance to like fully expand without like making it look too bad. So yeah, this is a bit of what I've been working on for a little bit, a little like villager hall. So yeah, that's like the next part of my base that I've been working on. Yeah, that was like one of the first builds I like worked on. I think this was one of the first few streams I did on the server as well. And hey Lainey, hello, how you doing, Lainey? How you doing? And I actually did like a lot of this build on stream, a lot of the interior anyways. But I did a lot of this build here on stream. I really like this one. I think if I had copper chains, I probably would have used like the copper chains. But at this point in time when I made it, the copper age, the copper age drop, I don't even think like had snapshots, yeah. So yeah. Oh, I love that way. Thank you. Doing good. I had a job shadowing day today, and everything went just about as well as it could have. We love employment. I mean, we don't love employment because, hey, working, but like, we love money. So, yeah. And I should really get Ramble to finish his castle over here. So yeah. And I got my little stable over here. I'm not sure. I feel like I've grown to like this one. It's a bit of a I feel like it's a bit unconventional compared to like a regular. Compared to yes, yeah. I feel like this is a bit unconventional compared to like regular barns. Originally, it was gonna be just like this like middle section here with the red concrete. But then I added in these bits, and I think it looks decent. This is like a little like storagey area, by the way. So yeah. I absolutely love your accent, by the way. Oh, thank you, Noxtra, thank you. I went to you and Shadow with them before last month. They hadn't been back and haven't been posting the job yet, so I'm the only one that I currently consider. Oh, okay. We love that. Honestly, I hope you get the job, lady. I hope you get the job. Fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. Yeah, this is a little bit different than. This was like a bit of a different design than what I did for my other barn. I did this for my other barn that I did on season 2. I still like my other barn that I did. It probably could have used a bit more detail. I feel like the only issue I have this I feel like that if I redid this one now, or like if I made this now instead of like, you know, at the start of ChaosCraft, I feel like I would have made it taller. Yeah, I think this is my only build that I've used like a lot of concrete for. Well, other than my lighthouse. My lighthouse and the stables are the only builds I've really used concrete for. So yeah, thank you so much. Of course, Lainey, of course. And then we have let's see. We have like 2 like food areas just across from each other. This is like my food shop. I don't think I've fully filled it yet. This is my food shop, and those were glow squid, weren't they? Did I not glow squid them? I did glow squid them. Did they just like, did they just act weird? Yeah, they just act weird when you're further away from them. So, yeah. And I feel like this build wouldn't have half a charm. Wouldn't have half a charm if I didn't have this texture pack that Tamarain made me. I so wish I knew what texture pack this is. But yeah, it's 3D items. I'm not sure which one of these it is. Let me see. Let me open my resource pack folder. How about you? Having a good day? It's been okay. It's been actually pretty good. I had a driving lesson this morning that went decent, I guess. That went pretty decent. Yeah, other than that, it went alright. And I have no idea which one of these texture packs it is. Because they've got Invisible Iron Frame, Pumpkin and Melon, which I don't remember which one that is. Better Boss Bars, which, you know, it's not that one. Enhanced Iron Frame, which I don't think it is. Which I doubt it is. Strawberry Cake Better Model, that's just for the cake. PQCraft Sit Kitchen Beta, which I don't think it really works. And then Milky Way, I know that one's for the end. So yeah, I don't know which one is which. So yeah. Yeah, my day's been pretty good. It's been so fucking warm though. It's been just so unbelievably warm. So yeah. If you're here with noise, by the way, for the newbies just coming in, it's my fan. I've been on full blast because it's boiling. So yeah. And this is my little restaurant. I have a little farm at the top of here. I should probably, I kind of want to unwax my golems here. But they can open doors, and I don't want to put anything in front of the doors. So, yeah. And then here is our. I swear people keep opening the doors and then leaving them open. Oh, it's the villager there. Yeah, this is the little restaurant. Yeah, then we've got little paintings and stuff here. This was only just after, I think. This was not long after they added the new paintings. So yeah. Oh, Poppy Nutella facts. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay. Trying to think about facts. Facts now. Jesus. Okay, this is a little bit of a story time. So, when I was younger, back in primary school, there was this one girl that I was friends with. And, you know, we were just talking with my mum. And this girl, her birthday is on the 14th of February, the Valentine's Day. My mum, I very clearly remember my mum saying, oh, that's the day Poppy was due. That, you know, and then, because I was born on the 21st of February, but I was born like a week late. And then, so I've been telling everyone, oh, I was meant to be born on Valentine's Day. But then I was, you know, a week late, right? But then, my mum tells me, like, sometime last year, I think, or like 2 years ago, that I was actually meant to be born on the 15th. And it's just like, I don't know, it feels like not like a white lie or like a Mandela effect or anything, just like a stupid amount of like my memory just being shit, or like my mum probably just misheard her, but like, yeah, so for like half my life I've been thinking I was like due to be born on Valentine's Day when I was not. I was supposed to be born on the 15th instead of the 14th, so yeah, I feel like that's a bit of a boring Pop in a fact, but I just, yeah. But it's just, I find it to be like so, not like so stupid that like I mixed up a day, or like there's been some sort of miscommunication. So yeah, a little bit, that's what, yeah, it's a little bit funny, but it's probably some form of miscommunication there, but yeah. But yeah, okay, on to the little bit of a talk before I do a little bit more. Before I actually get into what I planned today, the ad starts in 10 minutes and I haven't really even properly started what I'm doing, but it's okay. We can just keep yapping and let me get my bed out again, because, yeah. And this is a little stable that we made a few weeks ago, actually, for my Happy Gas. Yeah, this is my little Happy Gas guy. And the others have still not retrieved their Happy Gas. I literally said, when we update, oh, there's Happy Gas at my base, by the way, if you want them. No one has come up to claim them. So, yeah. So yeah, they're just staying there for eternity until someone takes them. So yeah. Okay. And then over here we have my witch tower, which I feel like I am not good at making things circular. I'm not good at making like kind of towers, but I feel like this turned out alright. I feel like I could have made this one a little bit more at the top of it, a little bit more like kind of circular, like a little bit more like a vase. But I think like this like spiral pattern like here, I think turned out okay. So yeah, I like how they kind of join up over here. So yeah, I feel like I should have done like this kind of, I should have done similar, I should have done like this, but as the roof, because I tried to do a witch's hat, did not work. But yeah, this is kind of the very small inside that I crammed a bunch of stuff in. And then as we go down, we've got candles, got floating candles, more paintings. And then this is where I store like my potion stuff. So yeah, and then we've got over here, I feel like it's good. I feel like also it's probably good that I'm doing a tour. That I'm doing a tour of like my area. Because it feels like I don't stream as much on ChaosCraft as I used to. Like I used to stream on it like once a week, like once every other week. So yeah, but I don't stream on it as much anymore because I feel like I don't have a lot of like stream worthy ideas. So yeah. So yeah, then over here, I think this is the only build. Well, this is one of the only builds other than my little Axolotl sanctuary that I showed you guys earlier, that I planned out in creative. And I think this was very much inspired by Green, this is kind of like inspired by Green's base in his 100-hour of hardcore series. And I think it turned out really well, actually. So yeah, and I've got my little guys over here, nuts, and I've got some more in the chunk that isn't loaded. But yeah, this is just another little storage roomy thing. So yeah, I could actually put some wood like somewhere, but yeah. Yeah, this is my little area over there, and And then over here, got a little like floating area, got a little like floating house area, like a little kind of like floating church kind of area, you know? So, yeah. And then over here, got my Nautilus. We've got Shelly over here, which was the OG. And then I've got Condo over here that I moved over. Because originally I was gonna drain part of the ocean, but I didn't. But I just gave up. So yeah. And these guys, I had a Nautilus drown. Because I think what happened is it went up on the slab, which I can't. I can't even go up the slab. But I think what happened is that it went up the slab and then came onto land and then couldn't move off land in time. So yeah, so unfortunately I don't only have like 4 Nautilus, I think. And wait a minute, don't I have babies? Don't I have baby Nautilus somewhere? Did the baby Nautilus die or something? Well, I've been like away. Let me see. I've got the 4 adults in the armor. What are babies? Did the baby Nautilus like despawn? Or just like suffocate like the other one did? What the fuck? No! What the fuck? Okay, I'm breeding up these Nautilus. I'm breeding up these Nautilus again. Okay. Here you go. There you go. That's a shame. That's a shame, man. And I only started in 5 minutes, by the way. If you don't know that, you know what to do. Subscribe. But that's such a shame. Come on, Shelly. I don't actually have names for any of these guys. But, yeah. And look, a little baby. They're so fucking cute. I love them. I fucking love them. Like, that is so stinking cute. Like, what? They're so cute. I'm just obsessed. I'm taking a screenshot of that because that is so cute. Oh my god. Is there? They have a baby over here. They have a... Got it over here. I don't think they did the baby thing, but it's okay. We've got 1 more Nautilus over here. I just need to get more pufferfish now. Okay, yeah, I just need to get more pufferfish, which we can do another time. So, yeah. And then I dug out a hole sometime last year for reasons, and I made this little like shelving like shelves here for no reason in particular. Just I wanted to mess around with like block pallets. That's just it. I wanted to mess around with like what bone blocks and terracotta would look like. So yeah, the rest of this place. Well, I did go mining in this earlier because I needed iron. I needed iron, right? And I probably need to use iron for my more iron for my villager training hall. But yeah, got a hole. Just dug a chunk out because why the fuck not? Well, it's not a full chunk because there's still stuff like hanging over the thing. But you know, it's a full chunk dug down. You know, so yeah. And what else haven't I shown you? I haven't shown you this, which at the time I was actually like kind of proud of, but now I don't think it looks all that great. But I think it's okay. This is a little like greenhouse area. I think it looks cute, but I think I definitely could have done better. So yeah. And then over here we've got a little fishing hut. I think at the time I wasn't proper proud of the roof. I think I definitely could have done better, but I still think it looks okay. I don't think it looks as bad as I originally thought. So yeah. But yeah, I do think this looks okay. And then we've got sniffers over here. Yeah, these guys have been giving me a lot of seeds, a lot of the flower seeds. I've just got infinite flower seeds, and yeah, I have a lot. I think at one point I had some more, but I think they suffocated because of entity coming. So yeah, bit bleak, but yeah. This, I don't remember why I built this, but it's here. It's here. It's just here. It's just here. Then what else haven't I shown you? It's just, I think, just these little areas here, which is like a little like blacksmith shop, but our little, you know, little blacksmith there, and we've got like a little like a kind of like a, what do I call it? It's like a little like kind of just like a little like shack, kind of like a little drink shack, like a food shack. So yeah, and then like I said, they've got the axolotl sanctuary over there. So yeah, we just done a little tour, like my area. So yeah, okay. So the main thing that I wanted to do is get blackstone and iron. I've got all the iron now for the thing. I think the main thing I want to do is mainly get see if I get, oh, what should I do here actually? I don't know, what should I do for this bit? Maybe more blackstone? But I don't know what to do for like this bit here with the acacia wood. I don't know what to do with this bit here. Maybe put in like glowstone or shroomlights. So I might try and harvest some shroomlights. That's what I might try and do. So yeah, I might try and farm shroomlights. So yeah. Yeah, I might try and I think I'll try and I'll try and farm some shroomlights because I think I have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough shroomlights, but I think I have enough. I think I have enough. Blackstone now. I have enough blackstone and iron and stuff. How much iron do I have actually in here? 45 blocks, 26 ingots. Okay. And the ad is starting soon, by the way. The ad is starting in a few seconds. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let me see. Let's see. Where are the... Oh, they'll be in the other plants chest, I think. We don't have that much. I probably need to bone meal the whole thing. Okay. Let me go sleep upstairs, and then what I'll do is grab my bone meal chest and try and see, try and grab more bone meal. So, yeah, I'll try and grab more bone meal because I think I had some stuff like in my auto composter earlier. So, yeah, all my villagers just like to my villagers that haven't gone down to my villager trading hall yet, that I haven't taken down yet, have all like decided, hey, we're just gonna stick there, go there. We're just they're gonna all just stay next to the fence gate for some reason. So yeah, and I don't want to pick up any more armadillo stews. Well, at least a lot more. Okay, let me harvest some shroomlights over here. I have my auto composter over here. I have an auto composter over here. I'm gonna move it. Because I don't really need it over here. I had it over here when we were like harvesting mangrove and stuff. And then I would not like farming mangrove or anything. Then I don't really need it. So yeah, might as well move it over here. Well, just be like grinding, getting some like stuff. And there's creepers over here. Somewhere, oh, they must be underground somewhere. Because I can see all my villagers are underground there. So yeah, let me just my mouse is dodgy, by the way. That's why it's just like going all over the place, pretty much. So yeah, I could make a more like effective auto composter. I don't want to. I'm lazy. Yeah, I'm just lazy. Okay. It will take me a while to have this all filled up with the like little, what do I call the shrooms? Fungus. Have it all filled up with the fungus. But it's fine. It's fine, honestly. And to be fair, we'll be like putting most of it most of the stuff that we get from the like grown fungus trees back into the auto composter. So yeah. Yeah, this is good. This might take a little bit. So yeah. Oh, it's just been absolutely boiling today. It's just been absolutely boiling. Oh my god. This morning I had my driving test, and then what did I do? What did I do after that? I don't actually know. I don't actually remember what I did after that. I think I might have played like a little bit of Roblox or something. Or I might have like drawn or something, I don't actually remember. And then this afternoon I was doing a bit of reading, and then I played a bit of Among Us. I love Among Us. I'm a big Among Us fan. I really want to like play it more. So yeah, I might see when we can get another. I might see when a few people want to play Among Us, but yeah. So yeah. Okay, speaking of kind of like games you play with your friends, this weekend, well, Friday and wait, let me check. Friday and Sunday? Question mark. Let me see the schedule. Yeah, Friday and Sunday I'll be on CanGov stream. So yeah, I won't be streaming Friday. I think we're playing Mecha Chameleon on Friday on Can Stream. So yeah, and then we're doing a thingy, Minecraft Bingo. For some reason, ever since we planned it on stream, I've been saying Bed Wars. For some strange reason, I've been saying Bed Wars, but no, we're playing Minecraft Bingo. We're playing Bingo. So yeah, on Can Stream, we're going to be doing Mecha Chameleon Friday. I'm not sure whether I'll be streaming Sunday. I've been just saying this for a little while, for the past like a week or so. Yeah, I don't know whether I don't know whether I'll be streaming. Sorry. I don't know whether I'll be streaming on Sunday, but if not, you can see me on CanGov stream. So yeah, I think it's well, it'll be, not sure the exact time's my time, but it'll be like late afternoon on Friday. So I think it's 9 a.m. Canadian time, MST, I think it is, on Friday, and then 1 p.m. MST on Sunday. So yeah, I think that's about 7 or 8-ish my time. So around the time I usually stream anyways. So yeah, my headphones are being dodgy, by the way. I have dodgy ass headphones. I'm gonna buy myself a new pair for my graduation. Oh my god, I need a new pair. So yeah, we're gonna be doing Mecha Chameleon and then some Minecraft Bingo. So yeah, I should be cracked at this though. I'm kind of cracked at Minecraft Bingo, I'm gonna be so honest. Well, I'm good at I don't know which like specific like mod pack or like data pack that Ken is gonna be using. But I'm very cracked at like the crafting stuff, because my ass played a lot of Minecraft when I was younger and memorized like the majority of the Minecraft wiki. And I still think that even though I mainly use the thing now, the what's it called? The recipe book now for like stuff like that for like the crafting recipes and stuff. I still in my head have a lot of crafting recipes like memorized, like at least what I need for them, at least, you know, for what I need for them. Just because, yeah, like for example, observers. Like I know I need stone, redstone, and quartz for them. So yeah, I know that. And a lot of stuff, I feel like, and a lot of stuff, even if I don't know it, I can just like quickly look it up in like the recipe book or anything. I just never. I knew cats to do this. I saw one cat and I saw another cat over there. Let me grab the salmon. Thank you. There's one cat over there. There's one cat over there. Okay, let me grab the cat over here. Let me grab this cat. I'm just gonna run after it. Let me give you salmon. You can follow me. There was 2 cats, I think, weren't there? Because I saw a grey cat, and then there was this orange cat over here. We only took 1. Oh wait, they're gonna make a baby cat. Okay. Where was that other cat? Where was that other cat? I saw another cat. This is useless. It was over here, wasn't it? Somewhere. Is it in the thing? Is it in here? Yes, yes, you're over here. You're over here. I'm not gonna, don't let me eat it, Minecraft. Don't let me eat the salmon. I've already got that achievement where I eat everything. Come on, cat. Come here. I'm just chasing about with a massive ass salmon in my hand. Should I just? Okay, it literally. It took all 4 salmon. What the fuck? Okay, let me grab my axe and kill some fish. Let me kill some fish quickly. Well, the amount of fish I'm killing, I'm gonna soon turn into one of those fucking straight white men on gluing Tinder. Jesus Christ. Did I say welcome back to the ad? I don't know if I did. I don't even think I noticed the ad ended. I'm gonna be so honest. Yeah, welcome back to the ad. Just hear me talk about straight white men. So. Ooh, boom. Give me that. Did I not have any more? Okay. Okay, let me see. Where is this cat? Where's this cat? It's in here. Over here. Here. I can barely hear shit, by the way. My headphones are broken and I need new ones. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Please get over it. Oh my god. I had you. I checked OBS for like 2 seconds. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Let me just. My headphones are proper dodge. My headphones are just proper dodge. So, yeah. Okay. Sleep time. We got so distracted from the cats. So yeah. Okay. What are you gonna give me? A feather. I don't need feathers. Oh yeah. I can't use chat. You know what's so funny though? You know what's so funny? Okay, you can sit down there. You guys can sit there. You know what's so funny though about the like chat restrictions? I can still chat on like this is a modded server, right? Like we have the only mod we have on here that's like you have to have to join the server is free cam, right? On this server, I can't chat, but on Hypixel I can still chat. Like if you're gonna implement it, at least implement it properly, man. Like Jesus. Like I can still chat on a Hypixel, but I can't chat on an Eternal server. So yeah, I'm gonna. I feel like I'm gonna end up biting my words, cause in a minute, cause if I get on Hypixel whenever I next get on, and then like I can't chat, yeah, I'm gonna be like, well, but yeah, as at the moment, as of today, the 24th of June, I can still chat on Hypixel. I think I get paid in a few days. I got paid this week. But I love sometimes having a part-time job. Because you get paid. You actually get paid and stuff, so yeah. Like, I mean, it's minimum wage, but like, money, you know, so, yeah. This is why I tell you my scroll wheel is dodgy as fuck. Yeah, because I did not mean to set a firework. So, yeah. So yeah. Okay. Okay, in terms of my stream schedule though. In terms of my stream schedule, like I said, I might not stream on Sunday, so beware of no stream on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm streaming on Sunday or not. But I mean, I will definitely be there for bingo. I'm just not sure whether I'm gonna be like. I'm just not sure whether I'm gonna be streaming it. That's the thing. And then tomorrow we're gonna try and finish Super Dark Deception. If I don't, I can try and do it. After I get back from holiday, and then I can try and do it after I get back on holiday if I don't get the last level from Chapter 2 of Super Dark Deception tomorrow. Hopefully I can try. I did say I might stream earlier tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if I want to stream earlier tomorrow or not. And then let's do that. And then, like I said, I'm not streaming. I might not be streaming on Sunday. But after I get back, I do want to play Cabernet again. I do want to play again. I do want to do like one more playthrough of Cabernet because I do love Cabernet. It's one of my favorite games, and I think they just added some quality of life features. Quality of life. They did the quality of life, like they did a little update. I think they did like a little like update because they're adding it to the Steam Deck, right? So they did a little update because of that. And then they added like a few little things in here, here and there. They added a few little things. So yeah, let me see. Okay, good game info. Latest news. That's what I wanted to look at. Latest news. Yeah, quality updates and then final physical pre-orders. So Steam Deck verified. And then they added the magnifying glass, so it's easier to like read stuff. And then they did windowed mode, which I'm excited for. I do love a bit of windowed mode. And then they did some minor bug fixes, and they also did the. This is also, they just reminded us it's the final week for the like pre-orders for the physical collection. So yeah, for the, I guess the PlayStation, I just closed Steam. I think it's for the PlayStation version and the Switch version. So yeah, can you spawn me a thing? Okay, let me just do this one over here because it might spawn some of the other ones. So yeah, I haven't done this. I haven't done this where I just sort out the things, I try and grow these fungi in a while, man. Because I don't tend to use Shroomlights very often. So yeah. I mean, I could just go into the Nether and grab some, and I also could just use the ones I already have. But this is also like 40, I think I have like 45 or something. That's probably not going to be enough for that build, for my armadillo. little area over here, and also it's also probably for future. I might use it for future. I might use Shroomlights for future builds, right? So it's just to stock up in case I ever need it in the future, you know. So yeah, I love like doing mindless tasks on here. Like when I don't have a build or whatever, I just love like going mining. Mining for me is just a mindless task. I feel like I go mining so often that I just love it. I just love doing it. So yeah. I just love doing it. So yeah. Yeah, big mining fan over here. Also, one of the things I kind of like about Stardew as well, I do love like doing a bit of mining in Stardew as well. So yeah, I feel like I don't go mining enough in Stardew though, because I feel like in my JoJo world, I feel like I've been like just always running out of ores, because I feel like I'm just like always using like gold and always using like iron and stuff like that. It feels like I'm always running out. Kind of like how I'm feeling now on here, now that my iron farm is no longer working. It was working fine for ages, and then it's just like stopped working. It's not because of the update or anything, and it's not because I don't think it's because of the wheat farm, because I put that in like ages ago. Right. It's not because of the. I don't think it's because of the wheat farm. So I don't know what it's because of. So yeah, I don't know why it's just. I don't know why it's just acting weird for like no reason whatsoever. So yeah, I might have to like put another villager or like another zombie down there just to see. Maybe if I had another villager down there, then it might be fine. So it might start working again. We'll see. Because I look at I briefly had a look at Tarbury's farm, and he uses like 3 villagers, so I might use that. So yeah, I might try and just like maybe try and proper spawn proof the area and just like add buttons everywhere. So yeah. And I'm using so much bone meal. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, that was quite a few fungi in one thing. Let me just do that. Okay, we've not got too many more fungi that I need to like actually spawn in before I grow them. So yeah, probably like one more stack of bone meal might work. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going up to Scotland for like next week. So yeah, I'm going up to Scotland for next week. So there'll be no streams then not for the week, for like a few days. I'll be back on Sunday. I said I wasn't sure if I'm gonna be back on stream on Thursday. But no, I will definitely, my next stream after my holiday will be the Sunday. So Sunday the 5th will be my next stream after my holiday. So yeah. Okay, I need a few more of these ones over here. And I think I just need like 1 or 2 more over there as well. Yeah, the area we're going to is absolutely like gorgeous. One of my family members owns a caravan there, and I've stayed in it like a few times. And yeah, it's just well, once I've stayed in it. I've been to Scotland once before, and that must have been like 4 years ago, I think. Like 3 or 4 years ago, because I remember it was when I was in college. No, it must have been 4 years ago, because I remember I wasn't stressed about revising for my A-levels. because I was in college and I was doing my A levels, and I was just like, at that point, I remember not really caring that I wasn't really revising for my A levels, and like I think my dad said, "Oh, how's revision coming along for your A levels?" I was in my first year of my A levels, by the way, and he was like, "Oh, how's revision coming together for your A levels?" And I lied and I was like, "Oh, it's going great." I hadn't done shit. I hadn't done any revision for my A levels at that point. Like, I probably did revision like 2 weeks up until like our mock exams. I got like a in core maths, but I'm like pretty good at maths, so like it didn't really matter too much. But like with my other subjects, it was like, oh, I definitely needed to put the revision in, you know. So yeah. And that's why I started doing like in like the summer in between first year and like second year, you know, towards the end of first year, I think. So yeah. Oh, I only need one more, and then I need only one more here. So okay, that one's there. Okay, we'll start like sorting these ones out in a minute. There we go. But yeah. Lesson of the day. Do your revision. Jesus, this. I keep forgetting how like cramped they make this just area feel once you actually start like aging them up. So yeah, I don't think I'm only doing this for the Shroomlights. And it's so annoying when they like spawn in here, because I have to quickly like take them down, because then I know that they'll like mess with this bit here, like the nylium, because they'll mess with the nylium basically, because like they'll just make them like they'll turn them into normal netherrack, which is so annoying. So yeah, it's just so annoying. But yeah, I mean, we can regrow the netherrack when needed. Not the netherrack, the nylium. So it should be fine. Yeah, we can just there we go. Yeah, we can just regrow it like that, so it's not too big a problem. Excuse you. You didn't need to push me down like that. Jesus Christ. Jesus. I could invest in like a tree farm. I'm lazy. I don't want this world to be. Fuck's sake. Everything's broken. The thing on my foot, the footrest on my chair is like kind of broken. To be fair, it's only like one part of it that needs like properly replacing. The thing is, I don't want this server just to be like overrun with farms. Like, I know Townbury has like quite a few farms, but personally, I don't want like this whole area just to be like overrunning with farms, you know. At least, you know, I don't want my area to be overrun with farms personally. You know, I still want to like collect some stuff manually, you know. Yeah, I still want to collect some stuff manually, like wood and stuff, because I think like once you start to automate, the more you automate in Minecraft, like the less you do. Like that's just like a fact. But the less you do in Minecraft, then it's like, well, why you even play the game if you have like less stuff to do? You know, you might as well, you know, go play like one of those idle tycoon games. You know, those idle games. If you want a game where you can do like nothing. Like, obviously, there's, like, different levels to this. Like, obviously, like, you know... Like, obviously, there's, like... I know there's a lot of people who still, like, you know, build and stuff, but just don't like, and still collect resources, because there's not like farms for absolutely everything in the game. You know, there's people who still collect like resources and stuff, and still have a lot of farms. But I think there's a balance. There's a balance you gotta have with like farms. You know, there's gotta have a balance of where you don't have like too. For me at least, for me personally, there's gotta be some form of balance. You know, there's some form of balance where you know don't have like too many farms. You have enough to get like stuff like you are constantly like in needing excess of, but like not too many where like, you know, you can still like do a lot of the like grinding the stuff yourself. You know, a lot of the, because I feel like for me a lot of the stuff that like people like make farms out of, it's just stuff that to me, like some of the stuff that like people make farms out of, it's just part of the like part of Minecraft that I personally enjoy. Such as like I like mining. I know I have an iron farm, and I know there's a gold farm on the server that I've used like once. I can never remember where the portal is, and I forgot to note down where the coordinates of it was before we updated. But genuinely I enjoy mining, and I'm so glad that there isn't like a proper like diamond farm. Yeah, because I feel like a proper like netherite farm. I know there's like tunnel bars and stuff, but I'm so glad there's not those yet, because I feel like I feel like a lot of like Minecraft, for me at least I enjoy a lot of the just mindless stuff of Minecraft. You know, a lot of the stuff that is just like, you know, stuff that is a bit like boring and stuff. I actually really enjoy like the mining and stuff, like and like chopping down trees and stuff. I really fully enjoy. So I feel like for me at least there's got to be a balance between, you know, the amount of farms that I personally have, and like, you know, and what I actually like do on the server. Because again, I feel like I would definitely spend like much less time on the server if I wasn't, you know, if like, you know, we just had farms for every single R, and like, you know, we had like, you know, our villager, we were, you know, and you know, if we were just like had like, we were just min-maxing villagers and stuff, like, yeah, I feel like there's different levels to like what people enjoy in Minecraft. Obviously, like I know there's speedrunners and stuff who like try and like exploit the game. There's people who try and, you know, kind of exploit the game, so they can, you know, get the fastest time possible in a certain like thing, and then, you know, there's people who, you know, do genuinely enjoy like making like farms and stuff, and genuinely enjoy like min-maxing the game pretty much. But for me personally, like I feel like I would personally like just get a bit bored of Minecraft if it was like, if I had like way more farms, you know. This isn't me being like anti-farm, because obviously a lot of this, like I feel like, you know, a lot of this stuff that I have relies on automation, or, you know, it's very automated. You know, like I have auto smelters when I want to smelt a large amount of stuff, you know, a large quantity. Not auto smelters, but yeah, auto smelters. They are auto smelters. You know, I have some auto smelters that, you know, when I need a lot of stuff smelting, you know, I have an iron farm. You know, whenever I need iron, I have a wheat farm. You know, but also at the same time, like, I don't have like, what is it? Well, I don't have a wood farm, even though I need wood a lot of times. You know, I don't have a tunnel bar, even though I'm still searching for a lot of netherite, because we're planning on making a netherite beacon. Me and Tomry have been planning on making a netherite beacon. We're planning on making that. I feel like for me at least, for this server, there's just got to be a bit of balance between like farms and, you know, what I actually do in the game. Because a lot of stuff that, like, you know, like I said, a lot of stuff that like people you know, just automate. I actually quite like a bit of stuff that like people automate. I just enjoy doing. Not saying they don't enjoy it, just saying like, you know, I don't want to automate the whole game, you know, or like a large portion of the game when I'm not planning on like, you know, making a mega build. Again, I don't, like I said, like on the like mega base topic, like I'm not making mega builds. I'm not doing like crazy insane projects. Like these builds are still like compared to like some of the other projects you see on like YouTube and stuff, they're like relatively small. You know, they're relatively small. I can get them out in like, it takes me like a week to get like a lot of it done, to get them like fully done. So yeah, I think it's just, so yeah, it's not as big as like what other people do, but at the same time, like, so yeah, a lot of people who like make mega bases obviously need to probably need to automate a lot more and like gather a lot more resources. And, like I make a lot of smaller bases, right? I make a lot of smaller like things. I make a lot of smaller builds, so it's like I don't really need to, like realistically, I don't need to like be out here automating like every single last block. You know, I don't really need, like for example, I don't really need a mud farm, because I don't use that much mud. I've used it for a few builds, but I don't use it a lot, you know, even though I would love to use it more because mud is such an amazing block. But you know, it's not something I use like all the time. You know, I don't need a wood farm because even though I do, and I don't need a wood farm because I feel like now especially I've been using wood a lot less. Or just using like different types of wood where it's like I don't need, you know, I've been using types of wood where it's like, for example, in this one, it's like acacia wood is the accent, you know, I've been using it as like an accent or whatever, you know, so yeah, I don't really need that much wood, so I don't need to, you know, be out here like not grinding it, but you know, automatically like having TNT drop down and like blow up, you know, like 3 trees, you know, I don't really need to do that. Like for people with mega bases, obviously they'll probably have to do that, but for me personally, I don't really need to do that. So yeah, and let me go. I'm gonna go put this warp stem away, and then we'll get back to doing the crimson ones. So yeah. Hello, axolotls. You know, I'll put these out with the little thingy bobs away, the scoots away. My brain is just not braining right now. I am a lot in. I made a bunch of shells like the other day, but I don't know what to do with a lot of the ones I made. So yeah. I have quite a few scoots for someone that's, you know, not gonna use it for dog armor. So yeah. You know what? I wish something that I feel like I've kind of like noticed is this is kind of like, I feel like this is a bit of like a not unpopular opinion, but like I'm kind of agreeing with the people that are saying, oh, stuff should be more useful in Minecraft. I think it's just like, on one hand, you're supposed to be on the lead. On one hand, I need the lead break because it might have despawned. Do I have some? I have 3. Okay. Because on one hand, like, yeah, there could be stuff in Minecraft that is literally just aesthetic, you know. Not everything needs to be like useful. But on the other hand, I wish like some stuff had, what the fuck did that go? Did that go? Which thing are you gonna do? It must have gone in one of the hoppers, I think. Did it? Yeah, I think it must have gone in one of the hoppers. In the hopper minecart. But yeah, I do wish that some stuff just had like more crafting recipes. Like for example, like maybe I'm taking all that salmon. I do wish that, for example, with like, glowing, for example, I wish that like, you know, you could use it to like, maybe instead of like maybe you could use it to like light up lanterns or something, or like, you know, like, you know, add a glow effect to like other blocks, you know, that are not just signs, you know, or just, you know, have it like, you know, have it be like a glowing dye for like leather stuff, or, you know, be able to make it into a glowing dye, right? You know, be able to do that. I do wish like some stuff like had a few more crafting recipes, you know, other than just like, because I feel like a lot of the like newer stuff, or there's a lot of stuff just in Minecraft in general that just has like one crafting recipe, and I feel like, you know, a lot of times I don't use that specific feature, so then it's like, well, what do I do? And there's some things that, you know, I feel like there's some things that, you know, can just have like one crafting recipe and it'll be fine. I didn't mean to do that. I can have like, you know, one like crafting recipe and it'd be fine. Like, for example, like a lot of flowers, like I know you can put them in suspicious stew as well, but a lot of flowers, like, you can only use them for dye. You know, you can only use them for dye. The only crafting recipe that lapis has is for blue dye. Although you can use it for enchanting, so that point is a bit like moot, but whatever. And like, you know, like, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna use as an example of? Like, you know, I wish that kind of like, either like, I wish that some stuff had like a bit more of a, not a bit, like a bit more of a use than just like one thing. You know, like armadillo scoos. Like, I'm never gonna personally use dog armor, which I know a lot of people feel is useful. For me, it's not useful personally, but even then I feel like, oh, maybe it can, you know, maybe it can be used to like strengthen leather armor, for example. You know, maybe it can strengthen leather armor, or you know, be added as like, you know, make them into shoulder pads or something, you know, or I don't know, something like that, or like you can, yeah, or you can just like craft, you just use the armadillo scoots for like all animals, not just like wolves. Because I feel like a lot more people would use it if it was for like multiple animals and not just wolves. But yeah, I wish maybe like a few more uses for stuff. Because I feel like as well, when we got the Copper Age drop, I think when I initially saw that, and when I initially kind of reviewed it and kind of talked about it, well, reviewed lightly, kind of talked about it on stream, that's what I mean. But yeah, when I kind of talked about it on stream, it kind of felt like, I didn't say this, I don't think, but it kind of felt like, I don't know if I said this or not, but it kind of felt like we had like kind of too much copper stuff. Like, I love the copper golem, but I feel like we had just too much. We had a lot of copper stuff. We just had a lot. So yeah, it feels like kind of we have a lot of copper stuff. Great. Can we add like some more stuff for like other stuff? And especially as well, like, it felt like it was just like, oh, we've got iron that has all this stuff. We've got iron golem, we've got iron chains, we've got, you know, lanterns are made out of iron, you know. Let's just do that with copper. It felt kind of like that, even though I do kind of feel like copper stuff is useful. It's useful for an aesthetic purpose. But I do kind of feel like, should they have like made something different? Should they have like done something different with the copper stuff? Because it does feel like that a lot of some of the copper stuff is just like, especially like some of the stuff that came out of the Copper Age drop. Well, is this just iron stuff, but add like just copper variant, you know what I mean? It just felt like it was just like kind of like not like kind of useless or meaningless or anything like that. Just kind of like what was the vision? What was the point? Because we had the copper golem, which granted is a lot more visually different than the iron golem, you know, and does different things to the iron golem. I'll give you that, and it was one of the, and you know, was a very like highly voted for mob, even if it did initially lose the mob vote, right? But I do feel like, you know, like kind of, I do slightly question the point of the copper age drop, slightly. Like again, it was probably just to like, the main focus I feel like was maybe the copper golem, maybe that was like the focus of the copper age drop. But truly, like, I feel like they should have done the stuff differently, because I have grown to like a lot of the new copper stuff, but like kind of like I feel like they should have just added like, maybe instead of adding like the copper lantern, because I feel like that's like not a block that I particularly like. I do like lanterns, but I have mixed feelings about copper lanterns. I'm gonna be so honest, I have mixed feelings about copper lanterns. But I feel like kind of like I really would have loved if they added like just a bit of different stuff that wasn't, you know, kind of already in the game. You know, I wish they kind of added something new. You know, because it did kind of slightly feel like they were just like making stuff. Like I've said this before. I've just said this, but like, you know, it does kind of feel like they were just making some iron stuff, but it didn't feel like they were just making some iron stuff, but you know, copper themed. I do understand that kind of like doing the drops now and like kind of doing like smaller updates, which is, you know, it's fine. But like, you know, I do kind of wish they added maybe something else, like maybe cogs. I don't know if cogs like fit with Minecraft, but like whatever. But maybe like cogs. Maybe cogs they could have added. That would have been like a redstone-y bit. Like I know they had like something similar to cogs like ages ago. That was like kind of before redstone was redstone, you know. But like, you know, kind of wish they added, you know, not like cogs is like I want them to add cogs, not like that, but like kind of like something new, kind of like cogs, or like, you know, something that like felt like it was new and not just a retexture of stuff that's already made out of, that's been here for years and made out of iron. You know, like I don't mind the copper stuff. I don't mind the copper armor. I don't mind it. It's just like, and like I love the copper golems. It's just like, well, I would love just like maybe just some different blocks that aren't like that. What was the? Let me see. Let me have a look. Let's see, the copper age drop. What was everything added in the copper age drop? What was everything else added? Copper chests, and then we've got the copper chests. They also did the shells in that one. They also did the copper bars as well. And then they added the copper chests as well. The copper chests were like new copper block. But we also already have chests in the game, but I do like the copper blocks. And then we had the copper golem, which is like the only true like new copper mob / block added in. Did they add anything else? I think that's just it. To be fair, I do love the shelves. I do love the shelves. I do love the shelves. And I don't mind the new copper stuff, but I do just wish they maybe added like some different stuff that wasn't just, I didn't just feel like a retexture of iron stuff, you know, I just like, it didn't feel like a new version of something that like already existed, so yeah, but also like I'm saying, do I actually want, after the copper age drop, do I actually want more copper stuff? Not anytime soon. That's the thing. I feel like we've gotten like too much copper stuff recently. So yeah, what I would love to see in Minecraft is a structure update. Actually, I know I was kind of critiquing the copper age drop for like being like copper versions of already existing stuff, but I do wish like I don't know, the like some of the older like structures just don't feel like they fit into like Minecraft anymore. Like Nether fortresses feel a bit bland. That I'm gonna be so honest. Like Nether fortresses as they are feel a bit bland. I feel like maybe ocean monuments. I don't know. I've never really liked the design of ocean monuments. Like I like Prismarine. I like the look of Prismarine and stuff. I think ocean monuments do not look good. I think that was like kind of like the latest like the most recent structure that I feel like needs a bit of an update. Because then a few years after that was 1.8, right? That was 1.8. I feel like that was like almost 10. That was like 10 years ago, which is crazy. Which is crazy that I've been like playing Minecraft for so long. I've been playing Minecraft for like 13 years. Like 13 or 14 years I've been playing Minecraft, which is insane, by the way. Which is insane. But yeah, I feel like ocean monuments are the most recent ones I feel like should get an update. Just like a aesthetic update. Like nothing crazy. Strongholds I feel need an update. Yeah, strongholds I feel like need an update. And what was the other one? Jungle temples I also feel like need an update. So yeah, I would love if they dedicated maybe like one whole drop to like either if they dedicated one drop to a structure update, or if they updated like maybe one structure per drop, and then added like a few more like things to Minecraft alongside like that updating of structures. For example, with maybe a jungle like type of let me rephrase. Maybe with a jungle temple update, maybe they could add in, I don't know, maybe they could add in like actually add in jungle villages, maybe like wandering villager, or maybe wandering jungle villages. Maybe they could add in that, or just maybe like, I don't know, maybe a few more. I was gonna say a few more jungle mobs, but I feel like we already have like quite a few mobs already in the jungle. Like we have parrots, we have pandas, pandas. What other mobs are specific to the jungle? I don't know. Maybe we could like add in like a few more extra blocks. So you have to like maybe like we already got bamboo wood like a few years ago, right? Like a little while ago, when we got pandas and stuff. No, when we got pandas, was it after we got pandas that we got bamboo wood? Yeah, it was. It was only a few years ago that we got bamboo wood. That's like, I can't remember if bamboo wood was after the Nether update. So I think that was the most recent update. No, that was the most recent wood even. That was the most recent wood, other than Well, no, that's like the third. No, that's the most recent wood besides. Was it after mangrove? I think it was after mangrove, yeah. I think that's the most recent wood before pale oak, and then now the like new wood, which I cannot remember. The new wood that's coming in like the next drop, which I cannot remember the name of for the life of me. So yeah, what else could we what else could they potentially add to like a jungle update? Maybe some more like explorers items that are like specific to like maybe specific to like jungle temples. Like for example, maybe like maps that like cartographers don't have yet. Or like maybe like, we could find like pieces of maps, you know, that could be like put together to, you know, maybe find I said I was critiquing the I'm just saying stuff that like I was just critiquing the copyright drop for, but maybe we could just like put pieces of maps together to find, you know, maybe like the nearest jungle temple, or like, you know, maybe the next jungle temple, or maybe, you know, some sort of like not like a tracking device, but like maybe a communications device with. I wonder if maybe not. What else could we add into like a jungle update? Maybe more like variants of mossy blocks. Maybe like mossy. I feel like mossy tuff would look good. Right? I feel like that's I've got an exact stack of Shroomlights, but I feel like mossy tuff would look good. I feel like that's a block that would look good. Yeah, I feel like that's a block that would look good. And then yeah, it's starting in 5 minutes, by the way. If you don't want to add, you know what to do. Subscribe. But what else? Maybe more variants of like mossy blocks. Maybe I would love like mossy tuff. I feel like that would look really good. You can go here. Sit down. Yeah, maybe more variants of like mossy blocks. Or like a hanging moss. I feel like I would love a hanging moss, like how they have the pale hanging moss. I feel like like a moss that like sticks to the walls and like ceilings and stuff. Maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe something like that. Let me think. Wait, can I close the fence gate? Thank you. Maybe something like that. Let me put this stuff away actually. Yeah, maybe something like that. Or I don't know actually. I don't know. Maybe like some new like tools maybe. Maybe like some new tools. I don't know what kind of tools though. Oh my god, it is so boiling. Let me just sit here with my arm out to the fan for a second. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to add for a jungle update. Maybe like clovers for jungle update. I would love like a clover plant. I feel like that would be cute. That's me thinking of how people have been finding like four-leaf clovers on grass blocks. Yeah, I would love like clovers. Yeah, I would love that. And like I said, stronghold update. What could we add to like a stronghold update? Like maybe a loot update. I feel like that would be good. A loot update to strongholds. Like not necessarily like the best stuff, but like maybe probably like stuff like maybe like a few more like diamond like tools and stuff, you know, or I don't know, or maybe they have like chiseled bookshelves, and I'm gonna put a cat here. Maybe like more chiseled bookshelves. Yeah, maybe more like chiseled, maybe add in like chiseled bookshelves. That hold like maybe a few like enchanted books, or like a few like a book and quills and stuff like that. I don't know, something like that. What else could we add for like a stronghold? What else could we potentially add for like a stronghold update? Maybe like a proper like maybe like I feel like one of my things that I feel like should be added, should be incorporated with a one thing that I think should be incorporated with like yeah, one thing I think should be incorporated with like a you know, you guys can sit there. If you want one thing that should be incorporated into, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, one thing that I think should be incorporated to some structures, to like underground structures, is like maybe a proper entrance way. Because it feels like kind of like, I don't know, I don't like mining into the like proper structures. I would like kind of like, oh, what would like Mojang want me to do? What would kind of like, what is their kind of like desired path for me to take throughout the stronghold? And then I don't have to keep like trying to refine where my like shitty little entrance is like every single time, you know. I would want like a proper little entrance to like strongholds and like trial chambers and stuff. So yeah, I would love like a proper like established entrance, even if it's just like a little sign that's just like, oh, you know, if it's just a little archway, then I would love like a proper little entrance, you know, or like a, yeah, I would love something like that, just a like little entrance, just to be like, here is where you're meant to go, you know. Or like, you know, maybe a section that like, you know, maybe they could have it like where strongholds and strongholds, maybe not strongholds, but like definitely like trial chambers, like their entrances maybe spawn like facing out to caves, and then like you have to either craft like a special key or something to like, get in. That's like a crude trial key. Yeah, that's kind of like a crude trial key. That can only, or like, you know, you have the chance to find in like some places, like maybe in like, I don't know, like maybe in a few places, like maybe they could have like an abandoned mine shaft. Like that's like above ground. That's like, you know, an abandoned mine shaft entrance is what I meant to say. Maybe they could have like an abandoned mine shaft like entrance, or you know, have like this thing in abandoned mine shafts, like maybe like a little like crude trial key that either is craftable or found in abandoned mine shafts, or you know, maybe found in like pillager outposts or abandoned the new abandoned campsites, right? I feel like they could either have like this massive like impenetrable door that goes into the trial chamber, or people have to find their own entrances, or you know, will have to make their own entrances. But I feel like it gives like or people, or you know, I would love it if like, you know, I don't know, or like, you know, like maybe like, you know, the outside like tough brick layer of the trial chambers that kind of like replenishes itself like all the time through using like the nearby, using like maybe it's like near like a tough like thing, like a bit of tough in the actual like underground bit, and like whenever it's broken, like steals some of that tough and like replenishes that outside bit. Like maybe not replenish the copper, but like definitely like somehow magically replenish the, I need to burp, sorry. Or like magically replenish the, but I don't want it to replenish the copper, because that's like how most people, that's how a lot of people at least get a lot of their copper. But maybe have people, but maybe have it where, like, you know, the stuff replenishes itself, so you kind of like are more forced to kind of find like the tough keys. So yeah, I would like that. So yeah, I would like that. And welcome back to the ad, by the way. So yeah, maybe like a proper little entrance to some areas, to like some structures. Like they kind of have like because it feels like they're just like, it feels like some of the structures are just like there, instead of like, oh, this is what people actually used, you know. So yeah, and welcome on in, Zach. How you doing, Zach? We're just rambling on like what Minecraft updates would most like to see. I really want a structure update. I want a structure update personally, because I feel like a lot of the structures in Minecraft are like just look a bit outdated. Like for example, strongholds and jungle temples and stuff. So yeah, good. Okay, you're doing good. Well, I need to. My brain is not braining right now. You're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. If you could be the last first kiss of any two characters, video game, anime, TV show, movie, or book, who would you choose? Ooh. You know what? I have been reading this book called Catabasis. So I would say probably either Alice or Peter from Catabasis. That is my answer. Either Alice or Peter from Catabasis. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I don't really want to like start like another like proper little project now. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm probably gonna end streaming like the next like 15 minutes. What I'm probably gonna do is just probably just gonna go hang out with my villagers in the trading hall. So that's what I'm gonna do. For me, Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy, good choice, and the mom from Kim Possible, understandable, under fucking standable. You know, I have beds down in the villager trading hall thing. I can use one of those. But you know, especially with the one from Kim Possible, understandable. A nice leap, please. Jesus. I put in a villager. I put a villager in a thing earlier. Here. A cleric. I put a cleric in here earlier. But instead of all of these that I need to fill in, so I might add in like more, like maybe more like of these, like the grindstones and the blast furnaces, but I'm not entirely sure. Like more the grindstones. So yeah, I might put grindstones there, and then like more, not grindstones. What is it called? These are grindstones. Stonecutters. Put more stonecutters. Like maybe we have like 3 there, and then 3 grindstones, and then. I don't really need more of these villagers here, more of the butchers. So maybe add in like more of these guys. Are you armorers? Yeah. What language am I on? I thought I set it ages ago to. Oh Jesus, that's gonna lag. My brain did. I thought I set it ages ago to UK. There you go. It probably reset when we updated, to be fair. It probably reset when we updated, I think. So, yeah, because it's like, it registers like I think it probably registers like I made a new like mod profile for the new updated version instead of just instead of just updating this version of the mods I have. So, yeah, I think it registered it as like a brand new instance of the game. It's brand new like instance instead of like an instance that's just been updated. So yeah. I don't have any more composters for that farmer guy. So we're just gonna stay out here. I love how my melons are still like not fully textured. Like they're just there. They're just there. And I'm just gonna wait to see if there's any more. You're a cleric. See if there's any more of the like villagers that come on down. That I need. So yeah. So yeah, let's just keep one. Let's just keep like just wandering around. You are an armorer that I am gonna wait for a little bit to move on over to there, so I can put it in that minecart. So yeah, I want a structure update in Minecraft. Like I was saying a bit earlier, I feel like I kind of want is either they just do one whole, because they're doing the drop system now, right? And what I kind of want is either get the fuck back here. Oh my god, this guy. What I kind of want is either them like prioritizing like maybe one drop to shut the fuck out. Like 1 second. Prioritizing. Get back here. Jesus. Do you want to be attached to this blast furnace? Seems like you do. Get in there. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. You can sit there. You have to behave. You don't get a minecart. Okay. But it feels like what I kind of want to say. As I said earlier, I kind of want either. What I kind of want is either a one whole drop dedicated to structures and like updating structures, or move. You had your chance, or have one drop and have like one structure update per drop, and then add in like a few new items relating to that structure update, such as like maybe like I don't know, like maybe like new mossy variants of like tough and like more mossy blocks, like tough and like mossy tough and stuff like that. I did with like a jungle update and just like maybe new loot for a thingy. Maybe new loot for a stronghold. So yeah, and I swear to God, none of these villagers are wanting to come down here. So yeah. So yeah, I think I might put in one more composter because there's another composter that guy there, and then no, there's I don't want to just like, you know, I can't be bothered moving all my fishermen. That's the thing, but I don't want to loot. I could put a bit here for a cleric. Actually, I could have put another thing here for a cleric. So yeah, but I'm just gonna wait to see. I'm just gonna wait until more villagers come down that have the right jobs we need. And I have llamas. Do I have llamas tied up at the side? No, that's not in this world. That's not in this world. I don't think. Is that in this world? Wait a minute. Those are over there next to the. Oh, I think I did actually. I can't remember. I had them. Yes, I do. I forgot I had them tied up in here. I forgot I had them tied up in there. But yeah, I don't know what else I would want for like a structure update. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't know what. I did say about ocean monuments. So maybe we could have, because it feels like with ocean monuments, the only like loot you get is sponges, right? So maybe, but the thing is, I don't want it to be like just. I don't want it to be like just. I don't want it to be like just sponges you get, but I also don't want it to be like, you know, I don't want it to feel like every other structure that has like similar loot, you know, because it's like for every structure it's like, you know, you get a sticks, you get a string, you get smithing templates, you get some form of armor, you know, you get crops. You know, I don't want it to feel like the same type of structure, right? What I would maybe want in an ocean monument is like chests filled with like prismarine. And then maybe like rare loot could be like a trident, because you don't really get that in like any kind of loot. Maybe a trident. Maybe like water breathing potions, the occasional water breathing potions. What do you need for water breathing potions? I don't actually remember. But maybe, you know, we could have like, you know, fish, maybe. Maybe we could have like fish in the chests. I don't know, maybe like the occasional, like, I don't know, maybe a turtle scoop. No, they tend to spawn on beaches. They wouldn't spawn. They wouldn't really spawn near beaches, to be so honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know what else. I'd add some more Ocean Monument loot. I don't know what else I would add. Maybe something that gives you like a bit more of a temporary boost in maybe something that gives you like a temporary boost in okay, it's just these guys now. But something that maybe like gives you a temporary boost in the water, kind of like how wind charges work. But maybe using like a tool rather than just like a non-reusable item, you know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I would add. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I would add, I'm gonna be so honest. Yeah, I don't know. Ocean Monument, like Ocean Monument. It's underwater, maybe like some seaweed. Oh, yeah. Maybe they could. Did we have seaweed? I don't think we have seaweed. But like kelp and stuff. Yeah, maybe some kelp in there. Yeah, maybe some seaweed. You know, seagrass. I need some seagrass. Maybe they could add like a new potion that's like a bit of a that kind of like maybe I don't know, maybe like maybe kind of like a potion of haste, but not really. But more of something that counteracts, like a potion that can not like fully counteracts, but like, you know, like a it's like something that I'm gonna end stream in a second. Soon. I'm gonna end the stream soon. But maybe maybe something that what's the word? Maybe something that like, you know, we have mining fatigue that like, you know, stops you, like very much slows down your mining, but let's have like, you know, another potion that like either reduces the effects of mining fatigue, so it could be, you know, so for example, like, you know, mining fatigue goes on for like 8 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes, I think, and then like this potion reduces it by like 30 seconds, you know. So yeah, anyways, I am tired. I know the ad just finished like 10 minutes ago, but like I'm tired as fuck. So I'm gonna end stream that and raid on out. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Tomorrow hopefully we'll be finishing off Super Dark Perception. But yeah, hopefully we'll be finishing off with that. Yeah, as always, my other socials are in the follow if you wanna, if you put your notifications, start out your notifications and shit, because I know Twitch is very weird with their notifications and stuff. So yeah, let's see, who would I wanna Yeah, as always, my other socials, Twitch commands are my section and the description on YouTube. To, you know, if you're watching over there, to, check up on, like, what time I'm going live and stuff like that, because I will post it on socials and stuff. I'm gonna go read out to, let's see, let's see who is live. I'm gonna go read out to, you know, we haven't read it out to Coffee in a while. Coffee's playing some Dark Souls 3. So yeah, go enjoy some Coffee. Let's see. Wait, is Coffee ending? I'm not sure. I just got an ad. I'm not sure if he's ending or not. Yeah, Coffee is a 18+ streamer, so be warned. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this ad to end. Here's Coffee ending. Okay, my headphones are being dodgy as fuck. I cannot actually hear. I don't think he is ending. No, I don't think he's ending. Ending. I don't think he's ending. I'm tired. I'm ready now. I'm tired. Alright, go enjoy Coffee stream. As I said, he is an 18+ streamer. But yeah, go enjoy his streams. So yeah, see ya. Bye guys. Bye. Bye guys.